by the time I'm making this video, it should be 2025, and the majority of time zones that I know I have viewers in, so let's talk about it. At this time last year, I started 2024 honestly optimistic, which is very rare for me if you can't tell, and that's because I was about to start a new channel. I was about to start what I viewed as a new chapter in my life. You know, I was about to start my, or not start, I was in like the middle of my sophomore year, and you know, at that point I was like, you know what, I'm doing well enough in school. I really want to try to make videos that not only like can perform decently, but will, or you know, stuff that I want to make. You know, I want to change, you know, YouTube in some way. You know, even if it's just small. I want to, yeah, right? And that's what I did. Not do, because my channel flopped horribly. No video got over 1,000 views. Thousands of hours spent collectively. And it gave me nothing. And when people, and when I say thousands of hours, people don't believe me because they see the low quality of the videos and they act like that's because I didn't spend that much time. No, I spent time. I spent a lot of time on those. And even on things here, I did spend time. So honestly, it's probably not thousands purely because, like, even 1,000, that's a large number. That's a lot of fucking hours. But actually, it might be close. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, look, a lot of time. And I kind of lost the plot, truthfully, of my life for a while. Because my YouTube addiction genuinely at that point, like, probably... But no, you know, I'm gonna start from the top. January, right? January, I made most of the beginning videos, which were just re-uploads from there, and I don't actually know what I was doing on this channel. Wait, I gotta like pull something up. No, but yeah, January, I made, like a lot of videos, or not made, or at least I posted a lot of videos. I posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 videos. And all of those videos were completely made before I made the channel Creepers Not Funny. I don't think I made any videos here. If anything, I think I may have posted... Actually, no, that was in December. Yeah, I don't think I made any videos here in January. Because why would I? Streams maybe, but yeah. I don't believe I posted any videos. At least no videos that I actually care about in any way. Because, yeah, I completely gave up on this at that point. February is when I started seeing some form of success, at least. Because at that point, the majority of the videos that got views were posted in later January, like the World's Largest Among Us video that I posted there, January 19th. And then my other 2 videos that got 300 views, the both honeycomb-related ones, were posted, I think, like January 20th and January 27th, respectively. My next video was one of the bigger flops on my channel, but I continued. February 17th, posted, I fixed the worst SMP with wheat, my first SMP video, and another turning point in the year for me. Then of course, you have my first video on the Barebones SMP, which is my first video on in the actual SMP community that I am still in right now, right? And that was my videos in February. Of course, a drop-off, but that's to be expected. Genuinely, February was probably when I had the most hope actively for the channel, because I had not experienced the post-Barebones depression, which is what happened in March. Because in March, I built an entire country in Minecraft. This video, in hindsight, didn't do well, but at the time did surprisingly well, despite it being one of my worser videos on Creepers Not Funny. So, yeah, that's cool. And then I proceeded to make a video that completely flopped and that I ended up unposting, called I Built 50 Among Us in 3 days. Although that was actually in April. Mostly because that entire time, I had been working on a massive project in Barebones, which is going to be building a fucking wall around the entire server. And I'm glad that I never finished that, because goddamn, that would have been massive. Genuinely, it would have. But it would have been useless. The video probably wouldn't have performed well, and the server would actually reset a little after that. So I wouldn't even have had enough time to do that project. Although I still find it an intriguing idea. But then May comes around, right? And I know we're skipping, I think, something. January, February, March, and April. May. No, we're not. Okay, May. That's when we see my biggest peak, which is I got every cat in Minecraft. I did not think this video would perform well when I made it. I knew that there was a possibility, mostly because it was using a formula which I knew worked on YouTube, which is something that I probably should have done more in hindsight, but I don't know, wanted to be more unique, I guess. But yeah, getting every cat in Minecraft. It was a video. It wasn't particularly well made, but it was well made enough to get half-decent traction. And it's a video which I had proceeded to capitalize on with I Surprised My Friend with a Cafe, which also got over 800 views. This is a video that did well in a different way, though. It had a longer-term growth, and it gained me more subscribers than any other video that I had ever made. At least per view, definitely. As I had gotten, like, shit. How many subscribers did I even get? Engagement. Let me look at this shit. Oh, fuck. How do I even find audience? Can I find that? 19 subscribers from this one video with 800 views, which is pretty good. But I then had a slump in June, where I made Are Minecart Still Useful? I think that's my least viewed actual video that I tried. And the slump only got worse with the Beetroot video, another one in June. This is when I was trying to do weekly uploads really badly. And it failed again, despite having decent click-through rate. At this point, I realized that YouTube was just not giving me any impressions on that channel, but then I made another Bare Bones video, and this was my last video before I joined Obscure. Or no, this is actually while I was in Obscure, maybe, I think. I don't actually remember. But this was a Bare Bones video. I built an entire mushroom village in 1 week. This video, I personally think... I mean, I'm actually looking at it. It didn't do horribly, but it didn't do good either, right? 223 views. Not horribly, but also I feel like most of the views were from external, and most of them were. Because at this point, YouTube had completely stopped giving me any, like, real impressions, any recommendations. I wasn't being recommended at all, is what I'm saying. But then I joined the Obscure SMP, and I almost get my, fifth video with... I almost get my fifth video with 300 views, which was my target at this point, was 300 views. But I failed. 281. This was the Yizka video. This is my first video over 10 minutes, I believe. And I personally love this video. Mostly because of its pure, the chaos of this video. And it's still the longest video that I've ever made on that channel. And then I do another Bare Bones video in August. Or actually, was that even in June? Or no, that was in July, the Building Yizka's video. In July. Skip to August. At this point, I'm in Obscure and Bare Bones trying to do both at the same time, where I make the perfect start to a Minecraft SMP. Which I was hoping would do well purely because I knew that formula had worked, and I was getting a little desperate for views at that time. It did not, as I only got 203 views. And then we have another video, also made in August, right? And that video is, I started Revolution with a single map. Yeah, that's what I did. Indubitably, this video flopped, but has done decently lately, where it's now gotten more views in the long term than most of my videos do. Although most of that is because it's an Obscure video, and people like watching videos in that playlist. Yeah. And then, of course, this is when I had truly given up genuinely a lot. I took a break. And I came back, August, and then September 7th, I uploaded a video. I built the entire White House in 7 days. It got 270 views on the Creepers Not Funny channel. But then I proceeded, and I had this idea. What if the Creepers Not Funny channel is just cursed? So I then uploaded the same video on Creeper Go Burr, and it got almost the same views, and the only reason the Not Funny video got more is because, who would have guessed, external views. And actually, at the time, I think it got a little more views, but luckily, thanks to the fact that people like watching obscure videos, it's gained more over time, which is a trend with a lot of my obscure videos, especially this one. Actually, I'm now noticing this one might actually hit 300 at some point. Like, it randomly did really well in October. I don't know why that was. I'm interested in seeing that. But then I took a break. And in October, the 26th of October, I released my final video. The 23rd video on this channel. I farmed 25,000 pumpkins in Minecraft for this. 123 views. I gave up after that, I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely, completely gave up on the Creeper Is Not Funny channel. Because I was realizing, and you may be asking, what percentage of those views are just from external? I actually probably not that many, because I don't know where I would even post it, because I wasn't. 25% were. And the YouTube video still, even as of now, has not been recommended to a single person, which is shocking. But that is how it worked. Which is abysmal. But yeah, the video has not done well. It's not evergreen at all. No impressions have been given. The video slumped completely. 6% click-through rate, but who gives a fuck? And it was at that time when I decided that I'm just gonna quit. Because, truthfully, not only had I realized that my videos are just the shittiest thing ever created by man, but also that there's just no point in trying, I'd completely given up on YouTube. The year started with me being optimistic, with me, creating this YouTube channel. 2024 was the year of Creeper Is Not Funny. 2024 was the year of Creeper Is Not Funny, and it was a failure. But there's also other things that happened that year. This year was also... I'm going to still say this year. Fuck it, I'm saying it. This year was also the year when I decided to do some things out of my comfort zone. I had went to Germany for 3 weeks. And also... Actually, that might have been 2023, technically. Yeah, no. A German person stayed over at my house for 2 weeks, and then I went over to Germany for 3 weeks. I think both those happened this year. Actually, I think he may have been here in 2023. Actually, let me check. I'm not good at dates, okay? But look. But yeah. And that happened. 9 months ago. Yeah, March. He stayed in my house. That's later. I was there in Germany. And it was an experience that I'll probably never forget, but I didn't particularly like. But still, getting out of my comfort zone is a thing. I had a closer connection with the people around me in real life. And on the internet. I really kind of lost a little bit of a connection with the people in CM+, Big G is cool, Hive people, Slender Guy, GamerTim3. I don't talk to MCW Mike anymore. But I've been trying to get that back, and in turn, I've made some new friends in the Bedrock SMP community. Cam, Robin, Sprightly, Ivory, Flowerly, even to an extent, Banana, Saf, S'mores even a little bit. I've talked to S'mores a few times at least. Puelo, all these people I'm really glad that I met, because there are some really cool people in different communities that I'm glad that I did. I bought Nintendo Switch Online this year, so I've been playing a lot of multiplayer Tetris. That's a thing. I got a lot of views on my DanTDM video, the most views that I've ever gotten on a full-length video, I believe. Yes. And I want to do more videos like that, because I do want this channel to grow in watch time, because it'd be really funny if I was monetized, and a lot of my friends who actually make good videos aren't. But yeah. So I might do that, and if I do, then I'm sorry. Fuck. I mean, I really don't know. I have let me talk about the Minecraft updates this year, because even though I haven't talked about it much, Minecraft is still a very core tenet of my life. So some of the updates, going backwards, I think the first one was the dog drop, the dog armor drop. I really never thought about that, but I mean it was definitely a cool drop, and it changed how Minecraft was going to do updates, because we've had 3 drops this year, and I think I remember all of them, and then one update being 1.21. And out of the drops, I think they got better over time. But the wolf armor drop was all right. New breeds of dogs. I don't even get dogs in Superfly, and that's what I do most in my world. But of course, next you have the fucking, I think next is just 1.21. And 1.21 was a really good update in my opinion, because the trial chambers were something that I've always wanted. I wanted bigger dungeons. I remember watching popular MMOs, Epic Proportions Season 8, and seeing them go through those dungeons, and I was like, fuck, that'd be so cool to have in the base game. And I mean, I guess I always could have like gone a mod or an add-on. Like, they even have add-ons for that. They have add-ons for everything now. The add-on development this year and just in general lately has been crazy. But yeah. So like, I don't know though. I did like the trials and tile. Well, what's it even called, the trial chain? What the trial 2021, the trial, the tricky trials, update. Yeah, and then you have the next drop, which was the bundles. I have not used those, but oh no, I have. No, I've used them, and they're really useful. I really like the bundles. I've always liked the bundles. They work surprisingly well on mobile. I was skeptical of how they would work with the mobile controls. They were completely fine. And then of course you have the latest one, which was the Pale Garden update. The Pale Garden drop, which is my favorite drop. It's very personality oriented. The drop has so much personality. I like the creaking. I like its design. I've wanted a mob like that for a while. I like the vibe of it. I haven't actually gone to the biome yet, and I haven't even gotten the tree in my super flat world, mostly because as trees get added, it gets harder to get them, because Wandering Trader, and the more trees there are, the less likely it is. And for some reason, my Wandering Trader luck has just been awful. Like, I have not gotten any trees. I also need to get birch in my world. But yeah. So overall, it was alright. That was alright, all things considered. I actually think that this was an upgrade from the last year. No, objectively, it was an upgrade from the last year. 2020... Wait, no. 1.20... What update even was that? Wait, no. Wait a second. What update even... Minecraft 1.21. Was that even... Yeah, no, that was Tricky Trials. So then 1.20 was... Wait, there's no way. Oh, no, it was. Oh, yeah, Trails and Tales. No, definitely an upgrade from that. It was a bunch of disconnected features. This one, I think, was better in a lot of ways. Although, of course, people can argue, oh, it's just Caves and Cliffs part 5. I don't care. I'm cool with more cave updates. It's a large part of the game. Mine. There's mine in the title. Half the updates should be cave updates. Look, okay, probably not, but like I'd love end caves or something, or nether caves even. Although there are nether caves, but better nether caves. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's all right. The map editor, I heard big things going on there. That's cool. Man, I mean, I'm gonna talk about 1.1. I'm gonna talk about the future. Because 2025 is the title of this video, is the thumbnail of this video, is what this video is about in the end. Although we're pretty late. Personally, I want to focus a lot more on real life, which is difficult because I've never been a very personable person. I've even talked about this privately with a few people, and they know, but no one's going to watch this far into the video, so it doesn't matter what I say, honestly. I've been working on connecting with the people who I enjoy talking to, and I have done that, and I will continue to do that. But I don't want that to take away from my passions, which is making videos. I think my plan overall is going to be to live stream a lot more. I want to live stream more. I want to be more of a streamer. Streaming is fun, especially when you have a lot of viewers. But I also want to, specifically on this channel, focus on getting views so I could get monetized because it'd be funny. So I am going to be doing videos mostly for views. Although, of course, I'm going to also try to enjoy them because I do just like making videos in general. But I'm going to be I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do more topical videos. You know, the Lunchly Dan TDM thing. That was just the start, baby. I know I said that in the 17 video, but like, yeah. I also want to do more of these type of videos, unedited commentaries. I love commentaries. You love commentary. No, you don't. But yeah, unedited commentaries would be cool. You know, would be very cool to do more of. For Minecraft, I think I'm gonna stick with the super flat world for a while. I have a little bit of a plan. I think people have heard about it. I am currently at a bit of a crossroads because I could either get the end in my super flat world and the nether and cobblestone and everything, or I could not. Because I discovered that I could just port it to Java and then back to Bedrock and do a few couple things to get my entities back. And with all that, like, fuck, it's like, I don't know, is it worth it? Arguably. I have not done it yet. Well, I did, but then I undid it because I realized that I'm not built for that. But, I don't know. I might do it in a different way where I, like, give myself a ruined portal and then I give myself the end later because I don't want to, you know, overdo it too much. I want to kind of just let it cook and simmer and whatnot. But anyway, what I was supposed to talk about is Minecraft itself, like the game. Where do I think the game's going? I like the direction the game's going. They're more focused on parody this year. 2023 and 2024, they've been more focused on parody. I mean, we got hardcore, we got spectator mode. Those are both very recent additions and very good ones. There's one major thing though, and of course I talk about Superflat a lot, but of course, we need to get the Superflat editor. We need not editor, but the Superflat, like custom Superflats. We need to get structures on Superflat. This is very important, you know, and I think with the way Bedrock is going specifically, it's arguably more needed than Java. Just having the ability to would help map makers, would help me, would help you. It's a change that everyone wants, and I've not seen a single person be against it, because why would you? And I think that, yeah, with how drops work, I think that we could do this, because I'm fine with having smaller updates if it means something like that gets added. Because that wouldn't be a small update, that'd be a massive one, at least for Bedrock people. But, like, I don't know, it's difficult. In terms of game, I want them to go back, kind of. I like the Tricky Trials update, but I think that we do need to think about changing biomes rather than adding new ones. That's what I think the peak Minecraft updates were, which genuinely, I think that peak Minecraft updates, in terms of the actual things that were added in the update, was 1.13 to 1.17, because we got Oceans update, Oceans needed to be updated, they updated them. Because updates are not just to add things, they're to update things, they're to change biomes, to make them better, and we haven't seen that since 1.17 with the new caves. Because we've added some small things to deserts, we've added some small things to the mines, which I think are already good enough. I want to see a revamp of some biomes. I want to see a Mushroom Island revamp. I want to see a desert revamp. I want to see a Savannah revamp. I want to see a revamp of all these biomes. Of course, it's likely not to happen, but I want more of them to be revamped, and I want to stop adding biomes. I like the Pale Gardens, but I do wish that they just chose a biome that had a similar vibe to it and just changed that instead of adding a new one. But I don't know, maybe I'm nitpicking there, but I don't know. That's my ideal thing. I do want to get this to exactly 25 minutes because I like doing that. So I am going to have to, you know, stop doing any real discussion and just kind of say things until the video is at that length. Overall, I want the message of this year to be to love yourself, because that's kind of what I'm trying to do as a person, and to let yourself fail and then to get up from that, because that's what 2025 is going to be for me. Have a good day. Bye.